Hi you guys, this is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted. And guess what I heard the other day? I heard the first little attempt at a crow. It wasn't a full-size crow by any means, it was just the very first attempt. It was awkward, but it means that pretty soon they're going to be crowing full strength, these chicks. If you remember, I got some chicks in springtime to raise, and not just any chicks. I got Copper Moran and a Barneville mix. So they're going to lay that dark chocolate egg that we want in our egg basket. So I got them from Mom and Daughter Fowl for Sale. Really nice, really sweet people, and their mother-daughter team, and they're really gracious in that they offered if there were any roosters in our batch that we could bring them back to her and she would exchange them out for some new chicks. So in the next few days I'm going to be doing that and raising chicks again. Now this is a really uncommon offer, so I really want to shout out about her. I will leave the link in the description so you can go find out about them. But usually when you get chicks, basically the policy is you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So you can bring it back if you want, but they're not going to give you anything in exchange or anything. So that was really sweet of them to offer to do that for us. And you know, they also mix some different breeds. Like I said, the Copper Moran is usually a black color, so pretty, you know, nothing special. But this Copper Moran and Barney mix that she's got going on is gorgeous. Let me show you. Look at this chocolate one. This is our hen. Isn't she gorgeous? And then the others are roosters. But they all turned out chocolate color. That one's mostly black, but most of them turned out really pretty chocolate color. So that is a gorgeous chicken, and then we'll also lay a gorgeous chocolate brown egg. So that first little crow, you guys, reminded me of a story. And to tell you the story, we have to go all the way back to the beginning when we first started homesteading. And chickens are the gateway animal. They were for me too. They were my first homesteading animal. And so I had built my coop all by myself. I was so proud of myself. But I didn't have it ready in the springtime. I had it ready in fall. So it's a little trickier to get chicks in the fall because a lot of places, at least in my city, don't have them available in the fall. So we had to drive way out to the country to a Tractor Supply out there and to get our chicks. But we were super excited. Took all the kids with me. And when we got there, there was a little sign on the chick brooder that said straight run. Okay, I had no idea what that meant. I don't know. I'm probably the only one that didn't know what that meant, but I'm a city girl, so I just went with it. I didn't want to ask anyone because I felt kind of stupid because I thought I should know what that meant. But anyway, I mean, I kind of thought, well, yeah, I hope they run straight. I don't want them to run in circles, but anyhow. So we get in the car with our chicks in our little box, and we're so excited. We got an even dozen. Each kid got to pick out 2 chicks. Yeah, I have that many kids. And so we took them home and we got them set up in our first brooder box, and we were super excited. And when we got home, I did look up on the computer, you know, what does straight run mean? And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So I might have a few roosters. Okay, well, that's okay. So then we went to church that Sunday, and I know this woman at church that was a country girl. She grew up on a farm. So I asked her, Virginia, is there any way to tell if these chicks are roosters or hens? And she said, yep, there sure is. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that chick and you're gonna turn it upside down by its feet. And if it has the strength to raise up and peck your hand, then there you've got a rooster right there. So I said, okay, good. So I went home. I said, kids, pick up those chicks by their feet, turn them upside down, see if they peck your hand. And they came to me and they said, Mom, they all do that. They all have the strength to raise up and peck our hands. And I thought, well, they can't all be roosters, surely. So I thought she must not have known what she was talking about. Okay. And they did say, well, except for the runt. Now, I raised kittens when I was a kid, so I know that there's always a runt in the litter, right? So I think you can kind of see where this is going. That was our hen. 11 roosters and a little lady. I'll let that sink in for just a moment. 11 roosters. So, as time went on, these roosters, you know, grew up and got a lot of feathers and attitude, and it was obvious that they were all roosters, except for the one. And so I knew I was gonna have to do something about that. But see, I had never killed anything in my life, nor had I envisioned doing so. I just wanted some chickens to lay eggs for me. It was gonna be fun. So, welcome to my new homesteading nightmare. So as time went on, I was, you know, prepping myself, you know, steeling myself to get this deed done. But each weekend was really rainy, it was bad weather, and then I really wanted my husband to be there to support me. And he was, you know, busy each weekend. He had work, he had to go out of town. And so one morning, I hear this crow, you guys. And I mean, more than one. Yeah, it wasn't just one. They were having a crowing contest in my backyard, and it was loud, you guys. And it was dark. I don't know, I think it was about 5:30, but I did not see light. It was darkness, and it was so loud. I mean, our windows were closed, and they were just, yeah, sounding off. Which, we're allowed to have roosters in our city, as long as no one complains about it. So, which wouldn't have been such a big deal to have one, but 11. And then also we have this lady who lives on the block behind us, and she does not pass go. She does not collect 200. She just calls the Dallas police. Yeah. And I don't like it when the Dallas police come to my door, because when I open that door to a Dallas police officer, I think my kids are either laying somewhere dead or they've done something horrible. So no one needs that. No one needs that. So I had to do something. So this was my nightmare. So my husband rolls over in bed and he says, "Oh, hon, you got to do something about that. You know she'll call the police and they'll be here by noon." I said, okay. So I went out there, and I'm out in that chicken yard, and I have my coat on. It's cold weather, I'm shivering, and I have a stick, and every time someone sounds off, I kind of give them a little tap, like, "Oh, you can't do that. No, stop, this is the city. She'll call the police. Don't. It must be quiet. It must stop." Anyway, so that is how I got my plunge into homesteading and harvesting animals for my food for my family. Yep, 11 roosters. So I had to put my big girl pants on and get her done. And that's kind of a whole different story. How a mom and 4 city kids learned how to kill a chicken. It's not as straightforward as you would think. And YouTube, you know, you censor these things, and I get that, but we need to know. We don't know. We're city folk, and we don't even know how to kill it, which is the hardest part. So, yeah, that was my big plunge into homesteading. But turns out I'm really glad it happened, because I would have put that off. I mean, I would have put that off probably forever, harvesting animals for nutritious food for my family. So I wouldn't have gotten into that so quickly at all. So, but after that, after doing 11 birds, and then we couldn't just leave the one, because you can't just have one hen. So, so we just did the whole batch, and yeah. So that is my plunging into homestead story, 11 roosters. I hope you enjoyed it. At the time, it was not as funny, but now, looking back, I think it's hilarious. I'm excited though that I get to take these roosters back, that I don't have to harvest them and send them to freezer camp, and she's going to give me some new chicks. So hopefully we will get hens this time. Who knows, but we'll see. All right, you guys, happy homesteading. Bye now.